With AI tools and apps changing the way that people are searching for concrete lifting, problems and solutions, arguably there has never been a more important time to have a really thorough, in-depth concrete lifting website. And if you kind of step back and think about it for a moment, how do those tools, how do those, how does Google, how do ChatGPT, how do they know what you do, right? And ultimately, it's up to you to tell them that, and all the different things that you can help people with. But ultimately, it starts with your website, right? Let's take an example. For instance, let's say a factory, manager notices that their pallet jacks are catching on their floor, and so they grab their phone and they go to ChatGPT and they say, our factory floor is sinking. How do we fix this? And ultimately, those tools are going to then, try and look for a website, a business that mentions that they do that sort of work, right? And so if you have that information on your website, you're much more prone to pop up. So let's take a look, as an example at this factory floor page here. So this one is a dedicated page just, for that topic, and there's photos, there's examples, there's all this information about factories, you know, so all this relevant information, it goes into frequently asked questions about, can you work around machines, et cetera, et cetera. So all this very tailored information, right? So now imagine AI, they're trying to find, a relevant business to, show in their results. And if you have this information, you're going to show up, right? Your competitors almost always do not have this information. It takes time and resources to put this stuff together. But if you do have this, again, now you have basically an asset that can pop up on all these different AI tools, as well as traditional Google searches and so forth. And so now you're just getting found, right? So, and it starts with this, it starts with having the information and the words on the website if you want to pop up for that stuff. Simple as that. Very high level is just have the words on the page that people are searching for. If you can do that, you're going to get found. And then the other big part of this is not just getting found, it's when you do have this information. Again, if you're a factory manager and you find this page, you're like, oh, okay, these guys get it. They like absolutely work in our environment. They understand it. This is all relevant to me. You address their concerns, you're going to stand out again versus your competitor who just says, hey, we do concrete lifting. And they have a couple generic pages on their website about concrete lifting, and it's probably just about driveways or something like that. So when you can go into this depth, not only are you going to get found, but you're going to close way more jobs. The stuff sells for you, and it helps separate you from your competition. So again, with the way that AI is transforming how people are searching, never has it been more important to have a super solid website, in depth, all this different content, all these different settings, all the residential settings, all these different commercial settings. If you can have that stuff, you're going to beat your competitors out. As simple as that. You're going to be found by AI, you're going to be found on Google, and you're going to build trust through your content, and you're going to sell jobs.